Alright everybody, welcome back officially to the Quasiguru Twitch channel. Glad to have everyone hopefully joining me in today here at Las Vegas McCarran International Airport. Folks, we're right by the strip. We're going to have a good flight here. I know I haven't changed scenes yet, but you have to give me a reason. I'll explain it here in a minute. So folks, today I've decided against my better part of my brain here that I've decided I'm going to fly an Airbus. Yeah, I'm going to fly an Airbus on a Run What You Brung flight. I know, it sounds crazy, guys, but trust me on this. You'll understand why I'm flying an Airbus here in a minute. It's something a little bit new that's been added recently to the FS 2020 market, and I know what you're thinking. Is it an Airbus A330? Is it an A380? No, definitely not the A380, not out yet. Is it the A320? No, that originally came with the game, so it's not that either. Hello, I'm just Josie. Alright, folks, I'm going to go ahead and show you what the hype is all about right now. And, welcome everybody back to the Quasiguru Twitch channel. Welcome everybody. So anyway, today we are in an Airbus H135 Euro helicopter. So everybody, welcome to Microsoft Helicopter Simulator 2020. Wait, that's not accurate, is it? It's still Flight Sim 2020. Yeah, okay, it's still Flight Sim 2020, but regardless, folks, welcome back to the stream. Decided to hop into the Airbus helicopter today. Done a little bit of messing around with it off stream earlier. It's interesting, I'll say that much. I will not say it's very closely modeled to a helicopter because it doesn't react that way. To get this thing into a hover, it doesn't require all that much. But here we are. I'm actually, hovering right now above the runway, and it's kind of weird. I'm not going to lie. I know, Deer Slayer, isn't it kind of crazy seeing a helicopter on stream, right? So, but yeah, guys, this is brand new to the Flight Sim community here. It is a free helicopter to download. Honestly, though, I'm not very impressed as far as it goes with cold and dark starts. But I figured this is kind of the perfect aircraft to fly around Las Vegas right now. So we can enjoy some of the scenery and stuff, right? So, haven't done a Vegas flight ever. Canesto, welcome back to the stream. Welcome to Microsoft Helicopter Simulator 2020. I know. Mr. Pilot 222, this is the Airbus H135 Eurocopter. I know, I told you I was going to be flying oh, whoa, look at that! Look at that! And there we go, the emotes are starting to be dropped already, folks. I know, it's absolutely crazy. So, just to let you know, Mr. Pilot, I know you haven't been here in a minute, but I have audio hooked all of my emotes. All of my emotes officially have audio hooks now, and as long as you're a subscriber, you're able to play those. There's supposed to be a 5-minute global cooldown on it per user, but it doesn't always work. So that's the thing. So the way this works is, they've made the helicopter set up so that by default, your throttle will control the collective, okay? So right now, I'm about half collective right now. If I go ahead and drop my collective down, I'm now descending, right? But with that being said, though, too, you can also do some, pretty, well, do we want to call it realistic stuff, right? So, like, if I'm messing with the collective just right, I could always, do something like this, too. Because we know that's really what Canesto's here for, right? Canesto would be here for this type of sorcery, right? So, folks, we're currently flying a UK helicopter inverted for Canesto. Yeah, this is for Canesto, everybody. This is definitely for Canesto, but welcome everybody to the Quasiguru Twitch channel. We are currently flying the Eurocopter H135 made by Airbus. And it's kind of fun, actually. I've done a little bit of flying with it already. It definitely needs work. It's not a study helicopter by any means. Flight Sim 2020 was talking about, well, Microsoft was talking about releasing helicopters probably within the next 2 years. And I totally understand why, okay? We definitely need to wait a little bit for the helicopters to be released. Is that one playing at all? I don't know, maybe it's just the cooldown. I know when I do it, it'll play. There we go. There's the it's all in op, folks. But yeah, that's basically what this is too, though. This is this helicopter has a lot of in-op functions. It does have doors that do open, which is kind of cool. Ooh, I can't believe I just did that. Whoa, look at that landing rate. Wasn't that beautiful, folks? All right, folks, so let's get serious for a moment here. Let's see how slowly I can put this thing down, right? Yeah, you know, it helps when you're paying attention, right? I'm definitely not a helicopter pilot. I'm more of a pilot that flies airplanes that, you know, yeah, I know. Negative 0.69 Gs. Exactly. Wasn't that beautiful? Don't respond to that. You don't have to. Trust me. But did you see how it registered 0 knots, though, for the touchdown? Isn't that kind of nuts? Aerochopter. That's right. Here we go, folks. I'm going to go ahead and place this thing back down on the ground here. Gonna do my best helicopter piloting skills to slow it down and bring it back down to the ground again. But folks, the last time I flew a helicopter in a flight simulator was, I think, FS98. At the time, I think it was the Bell 206 or the 208 that they had in that simulator. So it's always kind of interesting, you know, to jump back into something that you haven't done in a while. But we'll go ahead and just jump outside the airplane for just a sec. Well, outside of the helicopter for just a second. All right, I'm going to go ahead and just turn around a little bit here. Yeah, rudder function totally works. That's definitely a new update to the helicopter. If you're interested in getting this helicopter, you can always get this helicopter at flightsim.to. So let's see how easy I can put this thing down right now. Hopefully steady too. There we go. Come on, calm down. All right, there we go. I don't know how that was minus 62 feet a minute, but you know, I'll take it, whatever it is, you know. So, but folks, welcome to the stream. Glad to have you here. I saw Deer Slayer here earlier. He's around here somewhere. At least I think I saw him. I'm gonna go ahead and jump into my Discord real quick. If you'd like to talk, I'll be in there. I haven't actually jumped in there yet. I totally forgot. But there we go. I'm officially in the Discord now. So, but yeah, folks, this is definitely a sorcery from people that like to design other aircraft for the simulator. But like I said, right now, the way it's set up is... oh, actually, hold on a minute. You know what? I just realized something. You guys can't hear the helicopter, can you? There we go. Now you can hear the helicopter. I have my noise turned all the way down on the simulator so that you guys wouldn't hear it earlier. The only issue is you cannot... KLAS Las Vegas upgrade. Love it. The airport and strip look great, but downtown is a bit sketchy. Okay, I gotcha, Deer Slayer. Yeah, I haven't bought it yet. I was hoping to find maybe something that was a little bit... I was hoping to find something that may be free for the area, but I didn't look before I started the stream, to be honest. I just figured, you know, coming to Las Vegas would be the perfect place to actually do a helicopter stream. Because, you know, of course, you know, with it being a runway Brung flight, I figured that would always help too. But here we go, folks. We're currently flying circles here around Deer Slayer. Isn't that freaking awesome, though? Having a helicopter for FS 2020. And the fact that it's an Airbus, I definitely think I might have clickbaited Mr. Pilot to come into the stream today. I sent him a message and I was like, I might be flying an Airbus. His response was yeet. Like, he was excited, right? But he didn't realize I was talking about a helicopter, folks. Yeah, I'm definitely flying a helicopter. Now, I will say this. So, the default camera views are terrible. So, like, if I pan over to the right, I'm kind of just looking up into the aircraft here. But something that is really cool is this aircraft does have fully opening doors. And right now, they are all actually open. So, all the aircraft doors do open up, which is kind of neat. That's a little bit different. Yeah, you could theoretically, I guess, fly an Airbus helicopter without a helicopter. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, you know, I figured, you know, I tell Mr. Pilot, you know, I'm flying an Airbus because it is an Airbus, right? It's an actual Airbus. It's just maybe not the type with 2 engines, right? So, but yeah, folks, we've got the doors that open and close here. I'm shutting the doors now. And unfortunately, you can't open the doors individually. They all open at once, so it's a little bit different. I have not been able to actually figure out how to cold and dark start this. I tried earlier today and it just was not having it. Like, it did not want to cold and dark start, so I was a little bit shocked by that. But of course, you know, it's kind of cool, you know, to have a helicopter in FS 2020. Of course, folks, this is a free aircraft to use. I'll go ahead and link that here in the chat so that you'll be able to get it as well. Let's see here. So this is the Eurocopter H135 for FS 2020, and the developers are doing a pretty awesome job with this helicopter. They really are. So I'm actually pretty impressed with all the work they've done with it. It's just I can't believe that they've actually done all this work on this thing, and in the amount of time they've done it too. Like, this just got released less than 2 weeks ago, guys. And mind you, they've got it at least functioning where it's able to be flown now. So, you know, who would have actually thought that that would have been able to happen? But guys, it is free for the simulator. Like I said, the throttles by default are at 100% now in the newest version, and your collective is completely controlled by your throttle. And that's kind of important because collective is basically what controls the pitch of your blades. Now, you know, 14AD yesterday was talking about how he actually enjoys flying model airplanes. Okay, well, Slayer T and I were talking a few days ago, and I already knew about this project, and I saw him actually have a small little stream the other day where he was actually just doing like a test stream with this helicopter. And so I brought it up to him. I was like, that's cool. I saw you flying a helicopter. He's like, you know, I fly RC helicopters in real life. Hold on a second, folks. I'll be right back. I got to show you something because I just brought that up because I think, you know, it'll be kind of cool to at least show this on stream because I think a lot of people, you know, are definitely interested in what each other do as far as hobbies go and whatnot as well. So give me 1 second here. I'm going to place this bird down for just a second so I can show you guys something. And just like Slayer T, everybody, I actually fly model helicopters in real life too. So to me, it's one of those things that having a helicopter in the simulator is kind of cool. It's definitely an additional feature, right? So, Dear Slayer, all you should have to do to cancel a pushback is, all you'll need to do is, if I'm correct, do a Shift P. Shift P should stop a pushback for you. That's how I've always stopped them, at least. But yeah, it's kind of a cool little aircraft, you know, and with that being said, it makes, like I said, the flight dynamics are definitely completely unrealistic. Like, if you pull back a collective on a real helicopter, you don't get straight and level flight. This, if you pull back the collective from the ground, it will level fly you wherever, and if you don't move your stick, then, you know, you're not going to be floating all over. So it's not completely realistic, you know, and I don't suspect it will be realistic for a while, at least not until Microsoft maybe does a little bit more work on their end to make things like this a little bit better supported. But I believe the original helicopter, in order to actually get it to fly correctly, you had to use, I think you would set up one control as prop mixture and another one for throttle, so you could control your throttle manually. I haven't done that yet. If I would do that, though, my collective would officially be my prop mixture. So, kind of cool how that works, but there we go. We got Deer Slayer now working on a takeoff here at LAX. And here we go, folks. We're going to go and take back off here. I'm going to go ahead and catch back up here with Deer Slayer. Let's go ahead and do a taxi like you would with a helicopter at the airport, right? Generally do those about 10 to 15 feet off the ground. And a lot of times a airport will require you to sometimes still take off on a runway that's more designated for helicopters, just for traffic movement purposes, basically. But, you know, here we're in McCarran International. We're right next to Las Vegas. This airport is right across the street from Mandalay Bay in Vegas. So, you know, folks, if you're interested in catching some gambling right now, you probably could. So, you know, but I'm grateful to have you all on board. All, I think, 6 of you that might be able to fit in this helicopter. So, but yeah, folks, welcome to the Airbus Eurocopter H135. And of course, because, you know, being the Quasiguru channel, we are the channel that, you know, we are the interceptor, right? So, of course, you know, I'm flying the UK Police Livery Edition because of that. But you know, folks, I think I really need to work on. I really need to work on maybe getting some more. I want to get into creating my own liveries. I think that'd be kind of fun. You know, maybe do my own liveries for my channel or something. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, you know, as much private flying as I do, you know, liveries would probably be kind of cool. I don't know. It's just a thought right now. It's not. It's not even 100%. You know, as far as thoughts go. But here we go, though, folks. Just hovering nicely here above the ground. But yeah, you know, I figure I'd come to Las Vegas because it is a really beautiful city. I may go ahead and just dim the lights really quick. We'll see how the default scenery here in FS 2020 looks here for the airport, because we are in Vegas, and you know, Vegas is one of those cities that, you know, you should probably go have fun while you can. Now, I did learn earlier flying this helicopter that if you do attempt to land it in water, it will glitch your game out, and you won't be able to fly the helicopter until you restart your simulator. So, you know, of course, there's going to be some bugs here and there, especially with new things that really aren't fully supported by Flight Sim yet, you know. But the fact that we're actually in a helicopter right now is kind of cool. Did you get some gauges working, Canasta? That's amazing. That is amazing. I'm grateful you got your gauges some gauges working in that 727, because that's something I've been interested in for a while too. I'm really grateful to see the progress you're making on that, and I hope you continue to do really well with it. You know, who knows? Maybe you'll be one of those people that, you know, end up selling a decent 727 for Flight Sim 2020. But yeah, guys, we're currently in pursuit of a Cessna Skyhawk. Hot pursuit right now. We're moving at a total of 6 knots. 6-knot pursuit of a Cessna Skyhawk here at Las Vegas. Yeah, this is absolutely crazy. I think I'm gonna try to slow him down really quick. He's not slowing down, guys. There's a jet in front of you. Yeah, I don't see the jet there, Deerslayer. I'm pretty sure it's probably a... And I don't know what you're seeing right now, Deerslayer. What am I modeled as right now on your end? Watch, I'm probably modeled as an Airbus A320 or something, right? A hovering Airbus A320. Probably what I am. I'll tell you what, it definitely almost takes a second to get used to the fact that you're in a helicopter all of a sudden and you're not dealing with something that's fixed wing, right? I think that's the most difficult part about flying this helicopter. It's reminding yourself that you're not dealing with fixed-wing aircraft. It doesn't respond like a fixed-wing does, right? All right, here we go. We are officially inverted again. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. That was not me. I did not land upside down. We're good. Whoa. Okay. No. Calm down. That was slew mode on steroids, folks. That thing just shot up in speed so quick. Kind of cool, though, to be able to jump in a helicopter, though. I just can't believe I've got a helicopter in the simulator. And, you know, for what I like doing in the simulator, I really do like the CJ4. I'll get into the A320 here soon at some point. I know I will. But, you know, I just thought it was kind of interesting to see that, you know, this helicopter has come so far in less than 2 weeks' time since it's been released. And it's like functional. I mean, aside from the fact, you know, the flight dynamics really aren't that great, you know, but it's functional. It flies. Like, I couldn't ask for more than that at this point. And the best part is I can keep up with the Cessna Skyhawk, so that's always a good thing, right? Because you don't want to go too slow. Like, sometimes flying too slow is just no fun, so. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with hovering, right? Hovering's fun too. But I hope you all do go ahead and take a look at that mod for the simulator. It's kind of cool to have a helicopter available, you know, for those of you that have flown helicopters before in flight simulators. It's kind of cool to have them. I mean, like I said, I'm not a helicopter expert by any means, right? But I do enjoy flying them. I think they're a lot of fun because it's just something different, right? Definitely something different than what I'm used to, so. All right, here we go. We got Deer Slayer taxiing out here to the runway. He's getting ready for takeoff. He's probably going to caution that wake turbulence from that jet, though, right? All right, folks, we're at 26 right. Going to go ahead and finish our taxi here onto 26 right. Here we go. You know, Deer Slayer may be told to caution rotor wash here in a minute, too. I start flying over him, you know, right? Hey, but you know, as far as I'm concerned, Deer Slayer, you do it just fine. I'm grateful to see you back in the stream again today and joining in with the fly along, so. It's always fun to have people join along, you know. I mean, I think this is probably one of my more favorite things to do during the week is doing the fly along with the group, you know, and just having fun with everybody, right? Because that's what it's all about, just having fun, you know, and I think sometimes a fly along, you know, could be even more fun than doing VATSIM events, and I love doing VATSIM events, I really do, but the fly alongs just make it that much more enjoyable, though. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to try and get caught up here with Deer Slayer here. Here we go. We're currently at 93 knots, increasing speed still. See Deer Slayer there in the shadow on the ground. We're currently in a high-speed pursuit, everybody, with Deer Slayer. Complete high-speed pursuit. There we go. That's how we do it.
Go, go, Quasiguru!
Whoa!
Go, go, Quasiguru!
Yeah, that's when you start having fun with auto-tune, right?
Go,
So.
Quasiguru, you mighty flying CJ pilot!
I think the next emote's probably going to be me with a helicopter, maybe. No, that or I think honestly my next emote, I'm thinking I want to do something along the lines of a CJ4 covered in butter, or just dripping down off the airplane, right? Especially after the landing I had yesterday in Prince George. 4 feet a minute, folks. 4 feet a minute. I couldn't believe I got that landing right there in Prince George. That was absolutely insane. Oh, I'm a Bonanza right now, Canesto? I did not realize I was a Bonanza. Are you with us right now? I haven't seen you. Where are you at, Canesto? Levitating Bonanza, that's basically what I am. MSFS004, welcome to the channel. Glad to have you on board today. Currently, we are on Microsoft Helicopter Simulator 2020. No, I'm kidding. It's Flight Simulator 2020, but we are currently flying the Airbus Eurocopter H135, which just came out for the Flight Simulator. I think it was a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. It is a free add-on for the simulator, so if you're interested in being able to get a helicopter for your simulator, you'll be able to do that as well. So thank you so much, and thank you very much for following the channel. grateful to have you on board. Grateful to see new faces in here as well. So thank you so much for joining in. Yeah, you know, it's kind of cool, you know, to actually fly a helicopter in the simulator, especially, you know, when you've been so used to when you've seen these before in other simulators. You know, MSEP. So yeah, so I do more planes than I do helicopters. I mainly fly the CJ4 in the simulator. I am looking forward for the CRJ release for the simulator as well, but I'm mostly a CJ4 person. I fly the CJ4 a lot, mainly because it's very functional as far as working title mod goes. Now, yesterday, I did land the CJ4 over at Prince George in Canada at a landing rate of 4 feet per minute. I basically spread the butter out and I let it go. I'm going to go ahead and throw that clip here into the chat really quick so you'll be able to look that up and see it for yourself. But I kid you not, that was the smoothest landing I have ever had with that CJ4. I could not believe it actually occurred. I couldn't believe I actually got it done, but I did somehow. I'm always kind of shocked when I do things like that because it's like, you know, how did I even pull that off, right? But somehow I did it, so I gotta make sure I'm paying attention here too while I'm trying to keep up with Deerslayer here as well. Sweet, sweet. All right, awesome. I think I'm probably gonna go to nighttime here in a second too, but I'm going to drop in this clip here for MSEP so that they can see what we're looking at as well. Let's see here really quick. So we had the butter landing over there. About ready to drop that clip in here for you so you can see it. All right, there is that butter landing for you. And I'm going to go ahead and switch over to night mode really quick, folks, so we can actually see the city a little bit better at night. See how well it's lit up at night. You know, it's always hard to tell with the simulators, especially on a place like Las Vegas. It's interesting to say the least because you don't know how the strip's going to be lit up, how it's going to look, mainly because a lot of times you almost need the add-ons. And like back there is basically the strip, right? So if I turn back here hard left, we get turned around here. Oh, that was a full 360. Here we go. Let's not try to lose control here. All right, where is the strip at? I'm having a hard time finding it now all of a sudden. Oh, there it is. Okay, straight ahead. Yeah, but that was definitely a butter landing that we had over there in Prince George. It was insane how well that flight went. We had a whole bunch of fun, and you know, I definitely made some more friends and followers after that last night. I think the last time I checked this morning, well, right before I started streaming, I'm currently at 95 followers. I think MSEP with you put me at 96, so we are currently 4 followers away from hitting 100. I never thought, yeah, Miss Mara plays, this is the Airbus H135 Eurocopter. Yeah, absolutely. It was so much fun. We had so much fun on that flight. I also have another clip in there too if you want to look at it, MSEP. So that one was from inside the cockpit. I recently downloaded a program called Flight Recorder. It's another wonderful free project that I suggest everyone get for the simulator. This Flight Recorder is used to record your flights, especially for landings and stuff. And you can go and start recording your flight on a landing, and you can replay it back, and you can change your camera view. So it almost gives you essentially what X-Plane gives you. So it's kind of cool to have, you know, some new features that are being added in all the time. But folks, this right now is the Las Vegas Strip. It looks like we have some buildings that have some sort of lights on them, but I'll tell you what, this definitely, as far as the stock scenery on FS 2020 goes, this is not the way Las Vegas looks like in real life. I've been to Vegas multiple times, not to gamble, honestly. At one point in my life, I used to drive semi-truck, and when I was driving semi, I drove through Vegas all of the time. I had a lot of truck roads that went between California and Salt Lake City, Utah, and did a lot of West Coast to East Coast, East Coast to West Coast, and back. And so with that being said, you know, I will say this, Vegas does not look very good here. Now, Deerslayer just told me not too long ago that he was just telling me that he got the updated version of Las Vegas. He bought it for Flight Sim 2020, and he said it looks absolutely amazing beyond the point that downtown's a little bit sketchy. So it's a little bit different, but you know what? Even in FS 2020, it's still kind of pretty out here, right? So, all right, Seb, so what kind of a GPU do you have right now? Because right now I'm running a GTX 1080 Ti, and mind you, even though it might be old, nope, I actually have photogrammetry off right now, and the main reason for that is how many frames per second you lose running photogrammetry. And mind you, I could turn it on real quick and we can see how it's going to look. I don't think we're going to see much difference, honestly, here, because I don't think this city was that well modeled in the first place, but we'll give it a shot. We'll see what happens when I turn it on. But yeah, I turned it off mainly because you lose almost 15 frames per second almost no matter where you're at. And I can actually run my system on ultra settings for 1080 with photogrammetry off. With photogrammetry on, I have to start turning other things down, or otherwise I start to lag like crazy. But let's give photogrammetry a try. Let's see how Vegas looks, with photogrammetry on. Can't guarantee it's going to be, absolutely incredible or amazing, but we can see what it looks like too. Yeah, and that's the other thing too. So I've got plenty of bandwidth. I'm not worried about bandwidth. Bandwidth's not, a limitation for me. However, the biggest thing is how hard it hits your CPU running photogrammetry. So running photogrammetry, your CPU ultimately gets hammered. And right now, I've got an older computer. I have an i7-7700K, so a 4-core, 8-thread processor. And believe me, when I say this, it's starting to show its age because of that. However, here soon, I'm going to be updating to, going to be making an update over to a Ryzen 3800X that's being given to me with an X570 motherboard. And then eventually, when I can snag a 5900 or a 5950, I'll be getting that. I'll be keeping the 1080 Ti for a little bit longer until, graphics card prices start coming down. Then I'll probably jump up to a 3080, a 3080 Ti, depending on when the 3080 Ti gets released. The big thing is, oh, wow. Okay, so photogrammetry is officially on, and the city looks a lot different already. I definitely wasn't expecting that much of an improvement. It actually looks pretty decent with photogrammetry on here in the city. So this is one of those cities where you probably want to go ahead and turn it on. But yeah, so I don't have fiber optic. Unfortunately, I have cable, and fiber optic's not really readily available in my area. Well, I shouldn't say that. So I could get fiber optic. The issue is, in order for me to get fiber optic, because of my area and who would be running the fiber, I would have to pay a $1,000 installation fee plus $300 a month for service. But I would have essentially a 2 gig symmetrical line and a 1 gig symmetrical line, so I would actually have a total of 3 gig symmetrical practically when you think about it available to me. So at $300 a month, is it worth it? It's hard to say. I mean, look, you know what? It's nice not having a data cap, right? That might be kind of cool, not having a data cap. But aside from that, though, I honestly don't see. How should I say it? I really don't think I see the benefit in going that direction. And realistically, MSFS, so my connection's not that great. I could go up to a gig down and 35 up. Currently, I'm at 215. So, and the thing is, you can do a lot with that connection by yourself, right? I don't really necessarily care about the download rate as much as I do the upload. And of course, I think what really upsets me the most is that, when you are dealing with most cable service providers, they don't really want to give you the upload, and they always say it's because of their DOCSIS network. Look, I can tell you this right now. Being in the fields I've been in a lot of my life, I've been a network technician. I've been a computer administrator, a systems admin. It's not DOCSIS that's the issue, folks. It's the companies. That's really who it is. It's them deciding whether or not they want to open up more bandwidth for customers, and when they eventually do, they're going to charge more for it. And that's how they try to get away with things, right? So it's always kind of interesting to see things like that occur with those companies, but I don't know. I guess I'm just grateful to have what I have right now. Like I said, I could upgrade at any point, but I think what's holding me back right now is if I don't see a much more significant improvement over 35 megabits per second up, I really see no point in updating right now. But yeah, photogrammetry really did change the way this looks right now. I'm actually kind of impressed with the way this looks with photogrammetry on. It doesn't look bad at all. I mean, we can definitely tell that we're on the strip now officially. It's a lot more beautiful than what we saw before. And the other thing is, too, I think my frame rate's also staying up a little bit higher because I'm flying so much slower than I normally would, too, right? You know, being in this helicopter, I'm not moving at 200 knots like I would be in the CJ4, right? So, I mean, I can get this thing going, though. I mean, I can get this thing moving pretty fast. But let's go and do a quick speed run with it. Let's see what we can get out of it here. Welcome back, 14AD. Glad to have you here. I hope you're having a great Monday as well. I don't know if you saw it yet or not, but I am currently in an Airbus. You see my Airbus, 14? Do you see it? Do you see my Airbus? I mean, I'm in an actual Airbus. I know it might look kind of weird and it might kind of sound kind of weird, but it's an Airbus. It's the Eurocopter. Yeah, this is actually an Airbus. This is the Airbus H135 Eurocopter. I'm in the police edition of the aircraft, you know, so. I was initially trying to pull over Deerslayer, but he got away from me in that Skyhawk, you know, he's just freaking moving right now, so. But here we go, I'm gonna go catch back up with Deerslayer again. Here we go, we got Deerslayer back in our lock. We're gonna go ahead and try to get moving, get on him, see if we can catch back up to him. Yeah, absolutely. So, you know, and that's the big thing, you know, this helicopter is actually kind of cool for the fact that, you know, it is freeware, right? This is absolutely beautiful in the sense that it is free. I did also, folks, take the advice of MSFS. I just turned photogrammetry back on because I've never flown through Vegas here before with it on before. And recently, I only just turned off photogrammetry, so. And I mainly did that because of really busy areas, you know, of course, frame rate drops, you get all these stutters and stuff. All right, folks, so I'm currently at 133 knots trying to chase down Deerslayer. Let's see if we can get caught up to him really quick. Pretty sure at 133 knots I should be able to catch him, unless he's in a 172 and he's just pushing it. Come on, here we go. But of course, you know, the faster I go, the more you're going to start to see, you know, more hiccups and stutters, mainly because of the scenery with photogrammetry on and, you know, the CPU getting hit hard. Because at 1080, that's mostly what's getting hit is your CPU. It's not even your graphics card that's getting hit. Alright, here we go. I got Deerslayer back in my sights again. Tell you what, it's actually a lot harder to keep up with a airplane when you're in a helicopter, right? And don't get me wrong, you know, the flight dynamics are completely different, and of course, you know, this helicopter is not exactly what I would call the most realistic helicopter in the world either. Like I said, you know, if you pull up on the collective on this, oh, almost hit that building, we're good, okay. Let's not do that again, right? So, you know, I think I'm going to hop into an actual airplane, though, again, because as much as I like flying this little helicopter around the city, it's definitely a little bit different. It's not what I'm used to. I got to get back in my CJ, or I have to get back into something else, like the Beechcraft Baron or something, you know? But it is kind of cool to see photogrammetry on here in Las Vegas. It's a lot more beautiful than I thought it would be, so... Let's go and go inverted again. Here we go. We're inverted now, folks. Collective set to neutral again. And just like that, 1480, you can invert a helicopter and keep it flying in the air. Isn't that amazing? So, 14, I know you were talking earlier yesterday. Was it yesterday? Yeah, so your stream yesterday that you had going on, I remember you talking about how, you know, you like to fly model airplanes. Well, little secret about me and Slayer both. is we like to fly model helicopters. So I don't know how well you can see that right now because I know it's trying to green screen it out, but this is one of my model helicopters. Incredibly fast. I have done some pretty crazy things with this. Currently, it's out of service. I need to get some parts for it because of a hard landing I had with it from doing some stunts. But aside from that, though, you know, that bird, I think that one sent me back like, I can't remember. I think I paid $350 for that. But you know, of course, with all my batteries I have for it and stuff, you know, that's where you mainly pay a lot of money when you're starting to deal with any sort of RC anything, right? It's the battery cost. Batteries get so freaking expensive with RC stuff. I think my batteries a piece for that were almost $50 a piece, so. But honestly, though, I almost still have more fun flying on the simulator than I do doing that, especially, I guess, right now. I mean, you know, sometimes it's fun to break that toy out and you go fly it and have some fun with it, but, you know, right now it's, I don't know, I'm not all that interested in doing it, so. I don't know what it is, but yeah, I'm going to land this really quick. We're going to go and hop into a different airplane. I'm probably going to get into the Beechcraft Baron, which is probably my next favorite GA plane now. Ever since I got Premium Deluxe, I think really that's the only plane I got out of Premium Deluxe that's actually functional. And I hate to say that because the Dreamliner I was really hoping would be a better plane, and it wasn't. It was sad to see what the Dreamliner was in comparison. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and taxi this like you would at most helicopters. So generally you get cleared to come down on a taxiway, and then you taxi, you hover taxi essentially across the airport. So we're going to start bringing this thing back down again. Alright, here we go. Crossing a runway here. And still, we're still in hot pursuit of Deerslayer, you know? But he keeps running, and it's like he knows he can get away from this helicopter. He knows he can. Yeah, you know, and that's the thing. You know, there are some good planes they released, you know, and I think the Citation CJ4 is pretty good too. Alright, it sounds good, 14AD. Yeah, wrap up work, walk the dog, might be able to drink Tillen, that'll be awesome. Yeah, so, you know, that's the thing, you know, Fly-by-Wire is a mod essentially over the A320 Azobo released. And the same thing with Working Title, right? So like the CJ4, for instance, it's a mod over the CJ4 Azobo release. And honestly, both the Airbus Fly-by-Wire and the CJ4 Working Title mod, I think, to be totally fair and honest, those are probably the two best mods that have ever been made for Flight Simulator 2020. It makes the aircraft so much more realistic. It makes them that much more fun to fly. And you know, here we've got Deerslayer driving through a building, but of course he's got the upgraded scenery pack for this, so realistically I don't know where he's at right now. Probably still driving through this building. Yeah, and see, that's the thing, I totally agree with you. But you said you're in France. Which part of France are you in? You can go and set this thing down. We're going to get to something a little bit more comfortable, right? Oh, you're in Paris? Okay, excellent, excellent. You fly on VATSIM as well? Sweet, sweet. Yeah, that's actually my favorite thing to do. I'm mostly a VATSIM pilot. Lately, I've been doing a lot more shared cockpit with 14AD and whatnot, so it's always been kind of fun, you know. 14's my first officer all the time, and he's a whole bunch of fun to fly with. Plus, he's like a comedian in a sense on his own. Absolutely wonderful human being. Love flying with 14. We also have a group of streamers that we call the crew. I don't know if you're aware of any of these people, MSET, but if you are, if you're not, go drop all these people a follow. You'll absolutely love flying with these guys, okay? So you got Complete Freedom. He's a real-world student pilot on his way to achieve his PPL. In fact, yesterday, he got cleared to fly solo cross-country. So he's one more step now to getting his private pilot's license. You got Mr. Pilot 222. I always call him the pilot from down under. Okay. So he's pretty wonderful. He's a great he's a great Airbus pilot. That's all he flies is the Airbus, and you know what? He has a whole bunch of fun doing it. You know, that's the best thing about it. You know, I mean, Mr. Pilot. That's the reason why I got into streaming was Mr. Pilot. He encouraged me to do it. Yeah, absolutely. He's an awesome. You've also got Slayer T. He's another CJ4 simmer like myself, but lately he's been doing a lot more Airbus related stuff. I think his last stream he did a test stream with the helicopter, kind of like I just did. I kind of wanted to see how it was, you know, because I've never really flown it, and I wanted to just see, you know, how it would feel to get up there in that aircraft, and it's actually kind of cool. Okay, yeah, you got a question about the CJ4? Go ahead. What's your question? Okay, so the CJ4 does not have an auto throttle. The Citation Longitude does, but the CJ4 does not have auto throttle. In fact, I would say most of your small private jets don't have auto throttles. So, you know, if you were to get into Cessna Citation CJ4, or let's say you were to get into a Beechcraft Premier, there's no auto throttle. A Citation Mustang, no auto throttle. Generally, you almost have to get into a mid-size private jet before you start to get into having auto throttle available to you. Now, unfortunately, with that being said, so Flight Sim 2020 Premium Deluxe also gave you the, you have to manually manage your speed. Now, there are some suggestions I can make, especially on your climb, that'll help you not overspeed. So when you're climbing out, what I normally do is I set FLC for 240 knots. And what that'll do is that'll make the aircraft climb at a pitch in which is going to keep the aircraft at or below 240 knots. That's what I do for my climb out to make sure I'm not overspeeding. And then once you get up to your climb altitude, well, your cruising altitude, once you get up to your cruising altitude, you'll actually just be able to adjust your throttles back and you should be okay. Yep, exactly. All right, folks, so now we are officially in the Beechcraft Baron. I'm going to go ahead and take off here really quick. Let's see how this flies a little bit around McCarran. It's been a minute. Ooh, it is windy out, though. Ooh, it is very windy out. Alright, I'm just going to go ahead and pull up. This is insane right now, this wind that I'm getting. Alright, landing gear is coming up. Yeah, for a second I thought it was just me, but I'm starting to feel the wind now again. Oh, did you? LAX to LAX over to Las Vegas. Gotcha. Very cool. It's a good flight. That's a good flight. Yep. Alright, folks, here we go again. Currently in the Beechcraft Baron. I'm going to slow this down a little bit. I'm probably going to go ahead and kill photogrammetry now that I've got the nighttime off again. Folks, if you have any suggestions as to where you would like to fly on this stream, you know, definitely open up, let me know. I know Deerslayer always has some really good examples of where we can go fly and have some fun at, so that's always fun. Santa Monica to the island across LA, then to Burbank, then to... Oh, sweet. That had to be a lot of fun. Did you do that on VATSIM then? Alright, folks, I'm going to go ahead and also open up a quick giveaway for a subscription to the Quasiguru Twitch channel. Give me 1 second, I'll give you that command to enter for the giveaway. I'd like everyone to go ahead and enter, and if you do not already have a subscription, you'll be subscribed to the Quasiguru channel for 1 month as a tier 1. From there then, if you already have one, you're more than willing to have it gifted to somebody else, or I can go ahead and give you a subscription to a channel of your choice. So just let me know which direction you want to go, especially if you win. I'm going to go ahead and create this giveaway really quick though. Alright folks, the giveaway is now open, so just go ahead and type in !giveaway to enter the giveaway. And we'll draw for that at the end of the stream. If you're not here, we'll go ahead and send you a private message. There we go. Okay, Deerslayer, I've seen you show up on the list now officially. I'm just waiting for photogrammetry to shut off so I can go ahead and fly again here, because it seems like when you're flying during the daytime, you get more of an FPS hit than you get at night, even though, you know, Vegas is lit up. I don't totally understand that, but here we go, folks. We are now officially back into Las Vegas, flying around, having a good bit of fun, just enjoying ourselves, right? Because that's the whole purpose of this. So, but yeah, MSUP, if you'd like to too, go ahead and feel free to drop ! giveaway, and you'll be free to enter into the giveaway for a subscription to the Quasiguru Twitch channel. And like I said, I'll draw for that at the end of the stream. There you go. And I think, yep, you just showed up on the list too as well. Excellent. Excellent. So, Deer Slayer, do you have any suggestions where you might want us to fly to next? Because I know you always have really good suggestions. You've always got a good place for us to fly to. I remember back during my first affiliate stream, Deer Slayer sent us over to this, we ended up flying over to this, we were over at this like plateau runway in the middle of frickin' nowhere, but it was absolutely gorgeous. We were completely surrounded by mountains. Just a beautiful area in general to be in. So freaking cool. Yeah, you know, honestly, I don't know. I really just love flying around with everybody. So, it depends. So, what I tend to do, MSUP, is I normally select events for the week. Actually, if you want to, drop into my Discord here really quick, because I do a lot of announcement in my Discord as well. Drop into my Discord, and you'll be able to see what my schedule normally is on my announcements page. You can also look at my schedule on twitch.tv/Quasiguru. I do keep my schedule there as well. In fact, I do update that every week. Now, Monday is always a guaranteed fly-along, so we always do these fly-alongs right around 2300 Zulu. That's 5 o'clock Central, 6 o'clock Eastern here in the US. So that's about the time we normally do those here, but today, I think Wednesday will be our next one. We're going to be doing Rome. We're going to be doing RIRF, which I think is Rome International. What airport is that? That's Leonardo da Vinci International. We'll be flying from there over to, let me check here really quick. I'm pretty sure that was, yeah, we're going to be going to Heathrow that day. Oh yeah, I think it was LF-79 Deer Slayer. It was absolutely gorgeous though. That airport we were at, it was really freaking awesome. But yeah, if you'd like to, MSUP, feel free to drop into Discord as well. That way, you know, you can get maybe a little bit ahead behind the scenes, you know, from us. And of course, when we're not flying, you know, we're definitely in the Discord as well. So. Oh, did you? Yeah, so that's what I focus on. As of late, that is. I primarily do events, and Friday was my last... No, take that back. So, yesterday was my last event. I had 1480 as my first officer. That's the event that I showed you the butter landing on. And that was from Victoria Airport, Victoria International Airport in Victoria, Canada, up to Prince George Airport in Prince George, Canada. So it's a little bit different. Always kind of enjoyable to get on those types of flights and just, you know, fly around and have fun. But yeah, I really enjoy the events, mainly because air traffic control is always so much more busy. Yeah, so, you know, that does happen, right? So that's the real problem, I guess, with flying on an event. A lot of times those events, you may get put into a hold on the ground before you can even get off the ground. I primarily try to focus on the events where I shouldn't have too much of a hold. Like, I was planning initially on Saturday to do an event, doing what's called the Denver Poker Run. And they do that occasionally, like, I think once a month on Saturdays. But they do, it's a flight between 6 different airports And what you do is you message in VATSIM the dealer, and the dealer will give you a card, and you have to do a full stop landing at each individual airport to get your cards. And whoever essentially has the best hands at the end of the event, you win prizes. And I don't know what prizes they are. I just know that you do win some prizes. I was hoping to do that, but what happened was we had one of the fellow members here of the Twitch community hit 300 followers, and he had his 300 follower stream. And I decided at that point, I was like, okay, you know what, he's got his 300 follower stream going on. I'm gonna go ahead and back out on this flight for today, and I did, so that I can go ahead and rock that 300 followers stream with him. And he had a lot of fun. He was enjoying it. I had fun being in there with him. And that's the thing. I don't do this just for myself. I do it for everybody else too. So the thing is that when I create content, when I stream content like Flight Sim 2020, it's not all about me. It's about you guys too, because at the end of the day, people that help support this channel also help me be able to continue to do this a little bit more freely, and just have even more fun doing it. I think the biggest thing is it's having fun with everybody else, and that's the reason why I love these fly-alongs so much too. So that's the best part about these fly-alongs. The fly-alongs, you get this experience where you get to do things that you just normally wouldn't be able to do, and with the way the world's been, as of late, getting away from everything else, getting away from, the political madness that is, politics, and getting away from other things like, a pandemic. It's always kind of nice to be able to do. It's always kind of nice to be able to do something else, Yeah, and I've been thinking about that too, doing maybe some Grand Canyon flights. See, I'm actually trying to think here really quick. How far are we? I don't think it's actually very far here. Yeah, so we're about 130 miles from Grand Canyon right now. So I mean, we could always, potentially fly to the Grand Canyon even from Las Vegas if we wanted to. And Las Vegas isn't that far of a trip, I would prefer to do it in something a little bit faster, though, so I don't take up too much time on the stream doing it. But most of the time, though, I like to do scenic things as well. That's the reason why I'm in, Las Vegas today, right? Yep, exactly. I know we're not very far from the northern rim of the Grand Canyon, but it's about 120 miles, so. But yeah, at some point we'll probably do one of those. Maybe that'll be the next group flight. We can head down to the Grand Canyon. Like I said, I do my group flights once a week on Mondays. They're always titled Run What You Brung, generally, so that's generally how we deal with it. Oh, have you really? That's amazing. You've seen the area in real life? That's pretty cool. So how much have you been to the U.S. then? Because I know you said you're from, you're currently living in Perry, so. But I'll tell you what, though. More than 20 times, really. That's absolutely incredible. Yeah. Honestly, that is the one country I do want to come visit at some point. I do want to come visit France. In fact, my name's actually French, and a lot of people don't know that, but of course I haven't brought up my actual name here on stream yet. I'm sure some people may have seen it a couple times. Mainly because, doing VATSIM, occasionally someone might see, in VPilot messing around, right? Generally, I keep that off the screen, but, it doesn't bother me if someone necessarily finds it out either, so. But yeah, I really do want to come visit Perry at some point. Let's see if I can lay down some butter here with the Baron. It's a little bit more difficult than I think the CJ. The CJ I feel like I'm cheating with every time I do it. Whoa, look at that! think I'm starting to lay down butter a little bit better than I've ever done it before. That's actually the softest landing I've ever had with the Baird at 9 feet per minute. I can't believe this is actually happening. Yeah, and I know that. So, you know, that's the thing, you know. I know there's a lot of different cultures, especially over in Europe, you know. It's definitely different. I'll tell you what, so Deerslayer, I think what we're going to do is, let's head over to LF79 for a bit. Because it's been a while since we've been over there. It was since my affiliate stream, and I think LF79 is like one of the most beautiful areas here in the simulator. And I'm pretty sure, MSEP, you're going to agree when you see it. It's absolutely incredible. I couldn't believe what I was seeing when we went over there last time. Oh, believe me, you're going to be completely shocked by this. So this isn't even a runway, really. It's literally a plateau. Like, I think the only way you could actually get up here in real life would be, you know, mountain climbing. You'll see what I'm talking about in a minute. But honestly, I need to get something even slower than what I'm in right now. But I need something with performance. Realistically, I should probably get into... I should probably get in a STOL plane, like the Cub. Or actually, no. I think the last time I was here, I did the Grand Caravan. Yeah, let's go ahead and give the Cub a chance here and just see what happens. I'm not 100% sure if I can remember how this turned out. Chris Cox, welcome to the stream. Grateful to see you here. Folks, Chris Cox is a wonderful Twitch person. He does a whole bunch of art. He designs emotes for people's channels. Absolutely wonderful human being. Love to talk to him. Whole bunch of fun. Folks, go ahead and go take a look at Chris Cox here too for me. Yeah, this place again. That's right, LF79. Folks, go take a look at Chris Cox. Click follow on him real quick. He's an amazing Twitch art. He's an amazing graphic design artist. Does a whole bunch of Twitch emotes, really cool stuff like that. But we're grateful to have you here joining us as well. You know, and that's the thing. So, MSEP, I'm not 100% sure because they announced it. So did like 3 or 4 other places. Even VATSIM announced it. So I don't know if it's Aerosoft or who it is. You know, I made a joke earlier and I said, watch, it's probably going to be, you know, like some sort of collaboration stream where they're bringing all the simulators together in one. And they're going to make it more enjoyable by doing that. I don't know exactly, but, you know, it'll be kind of interesting to see what they come up with. I'm going to go ahead and go to Clear Skies really quick so you can see what I'm talking about by this being a really beautiful area. Let's go and get going here. Get going on the rollout. And like I said, you're going to be shocked by this, MSEP. You ready for this? I'm going to pull up. Let's get off the ground, hopefully. Here we go. We're climbing. Flaps all the way up so we can get some speed under this thing again. Yeah, honestly, this is probably now one of my favorite places. And ever since we did that stream, I've been wanting to come back, but I haven't done it on my own. I don't know what's kept me from doing it, honestly. It's probably one of those things because it's kind of distracting. I know when I did my affiliate stream, when we came here originally, I got like completely lost in the beauty of the environment. And I got silent for so freaking long. And then what happened right after that is I was talking about Meigs Field, Merrill C. Meigs in Chicago. So it was a field that got destroyed back, I think, in 2001 or so. Or no, it might have been 2004, 2005 when it was torn down. But Merrill C. Meigs was an airport that was literally sitting right on Lake Michigan, right next to the city of Chicago, so right next to downtown. And it was a small airport, you know, you couldn't really fly much into there. You know, I think you could probably get in, you know, a TBM if you wanted to. But realistically, anything much bigger than that, it wasn't a very long runway. It's a small airport directly on the lake, and But it was so cool though, and I remember it from FS98. Exactly, that's right. So that was my first airport as well. So needless to say, I was talking about Meryl C. Meigs, and then Canesto, one of my moderators, shoots me a link, and he's like, "It's available for FS 2020," and I was like, "No way! You got to be kidding me! It's available for FS 2020!" And so I got it. I downloaded it, downloaded the free version of it. Dare me to land at LF54. How far are we away from LF54? Are we really close? I don't even know how to use this thing's... Does this thing even have GPS? I have no freaking clue. I have never used this airplane very much. Yep, that's right. A Cessna 172, a Learjet, and a Boeing. And I think the Boeing was the 747, wasn't it? Because I think that's partially what made me want to become a 747 pilot, if I remember right. I can't remember 100% though. Let's see here. I'm going to see if I can find... There's some sort of navigation on this. LF57. There's 54. Where's 57 at? We've got to be close to it. 53, 55. Where am I looking for this airport at? I cannot find it yet. Right now I'm too far out on the map. Zoom out on VFR. Oh, okay, yeah, I forgot I could use that VFR map. I never use it. That's probably the issue. I'm going to zoom out here on the VFR map in a second. Come on, let me unsnap it. There we go. Trying to find it. Where you at? Where you at? Is it direct northeast of me, or is it south? There's 56. There's 55. There's 53. Trying to find 57. There it is. Okay, I found it. I got it. Right, so I need to fly south, it looks like, for this one. Yeah, you know, and that was always kind of cool, too. The Learjet was kind of like it. Now, you know, I think the biggest difference with the Learjet 4.5, which I think was what was an FS98, if I remember correctly, it has tanks on the winglets, essentially. I'm going to go ahead and see if I can fly this down to LF57 here. See if I can find Deerslayer here. There we go, there's Deerslayer, so I'm going to fly towards him really quick. Alright, let's do this. GPS tracking's back on. Hey, Deerslayer, you lead me to it. I'll follow you. How about that? Yeah, no, I really do miss the Learjet 4.5. That was a really cool aircraft from FS98. You know, maybe eventually one day we'll have it back again. The CJ4 does definitely remind me of it, though. By all means, you know, it was a really cool aircraft, you know, back then. It still is right now. All right, MSF, I hope you have a good rest of your day. Au revoir. Take care of yourself, and I hope to see you on the next stream. And if you do, in fact, win the... yep, exactly. Wednesday will be my next stream. That'll be from Lerf over to London Heathrow. So I believe that event starts at... Let me check here really quick if I can find it. So 2 p.m. my time. So that would be 2000 Zulu. No, take that back. Not 2000 Zulu. 1800 Zulu, right? 18? No, that would be... that's 2000 Zulu, yeah. So 2000 Zulu is when we'll be starting that one. Excellent, excellent. Well, I'm glad... Maybe I can have you join me, too. That'd be a lot of fun. Alright, here we go, folks. I'm following Deerslayer here. Alright, sounds good, MSEP. Thank you so much for joining in the stream. And like I said, you know, if you do win the giveaway, I will go ahead and send you over the subscription to the Quasiguru Twitch channel, okay? Thank you so much. Have a good rest of your night. Get some sleep. Folks, we're currently at LF79 right now. We're doing a flight right now, a group flight. Currently, we have Deerslayer on board with us, so we're having a little bit of fun flying around. You know, it's always kind of nice to be able to join in with other people. It gives us fresh perspective, and we just get to have a lot more fun, you know, in general. So, but yeah, I'm grateful to see that we got the viewers too. You know, currently we're sitting at 8 viewers, and you know, it's nice to have some new faces come in here as well. So, you know, we have MSFS that just followed us today as well. So I believe currently we're sitting at 96 followers. 4 more followers, we will have 100 followers in the Quasiguru Twitch channel. So, you know, something I didn't think was initially possible, it's now becoming possible, right? So we're starting to see things that I never thought we would actually see, honestly. And it's kind of cool, you know, because I initially started doing this, you know, just for fun, and, you know, I'm still doing it for fun, but, you know, now I'm an affiliate, and, you know, now I'm able to even enjoy it even more. Okay, so this is LF54, Deerslayer, right? That's 54, that's not 57. I don't know if I can put it down, though. I think I'm going way too fast for this. Oh, God. Yeah, that hurt. That hurt a little bit. That hurt. Okay. Slow down, bird. Slow down. Stop, 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 stop. Ah! That did not feel good. Whoa. David Scott, welcome. Yeah, you know, I definitely was going way too fast for that descent, though. Definitely going way too fast, and I couldn't get the brakes on fast enough, so I'll probably give it another shot, though. I mean, I came down a lot faster than I normally would for something like that. The only reason why I even attempted it was because I saw Deerslayer was right over it, so I was like, well, I'll give it a shot, see what happens. Let's drive through some trees here and get out of here again so I can find that runway again. But David Scott, welcome back. I'm pretty sure you kind of recognize this place again. We're back at LF79. You know, I was talking with Deerslayer because he joined us again for the stream, and I was like, do you remember what airport that was? So we're back where we were at before here. David Scott, I'm loving that emote. When did you get that one? That emote is freaking amazing. I'm loving it. This is such a gorgeous area, though. It really is. Yeah, I decided to come back here. It's been since my affiliate stream since I've been back here last, and it's kind of cool to see it again, because it's one of those places kind of breathtaking, right? Like, I mean, you see it and you're just like, I can't believe this is actually in the simulator, right? Exactly, what trees? That's right, what trees? Alright, here we go, folks. We're going to bring this back down in. David Scott, if you'd like to also, go ahead and feel free to enter in the giveaway. It's for subscription to the Quasiguru Twitch channel. And of course, you know, I know you already being a subscriber. If you want me to give it to someone else, I'm more than welcome to do that, or I can give you a subscription to any other channel. Enter an exclamation mark giveaway. I actually have it working this time, so that's actually functional again. We're not doing landing rate since it is, since we're currently just dealing with, we're not doing landing rate since we're just doing a group flight. Oh my gosh. I gotta remember something. You gotta really slow these tail draggers down. And try not to land them on all 3 wheels at the same time, right? Let me see here. I'm gonna make sure you got in there really quick. I'm pretty sure you did. Oh yeah, so you spelled, you just need to take away one of the A's after the W, and you'll be in. I can't believe I actually put it down this time, though. Without having an issue. You're totally okay, David Scott. You're totally okay. It happens. And there we go. You're officially entered in now. So we got 3 people in on the giveaway right now. Folks, don't forget to type in exclamation mark giveaway. That'll be to get you a subscription, a free 1-month Tier 1 subscription to the Quasiguru Twitch channel. If you're already subscribed, you're more than willing if you want to give that away to somebody else. Or I can go ahead and give you a subscription to any channel of your choosing. And you know, I've got plenty of people I could suggest to subscribe to, like David Scott, Mr. Pilot 222, Complete Freedom, 14AD. Let's see here. We got Slayer T. Folks, you got Chris Cox. We have a whole bunch of wonderful streamers in this community. It's always kind of fun. Yeah, Canesto, we're back at LF79. And Canesto, go ahead and drop in that exclamation mark giveaway into the chat. And that'll be for a subscription today to the Quasiguru Twitch channel, or a channel you're choosing, or you can do what you did yesterday and give it away to somebody if that's what you want to do. There we go, and you're officially now on the list as well. I actually have it working today. I figured out what the problem was, so everything's good now. I can't do the standard ticket giveaway. Well, you know, I always have to make you do it, right? So... Well, like I said, folks, you know, if you choose to, if you want a subscription somewhere else, if you choose to gift away your subscription, whatever you want to do with it, you can always choose to do it, so. But yeah, we're back at beautiful LF79 again, playing around, just flying around, having some fun here. If you guys have any suggestions where else you would like to fly, we could always go there too. David Scott, I actually started this stream flying a helicopter. I know that sounds probably kind of crazy, right? But I was flying a helicopter. In fact, I'm half tempted to break it back out so you can see it. I think I'm gonna break it back out so you can see it. Let me jump back out so I can show you the helicopter. So it is the Airbus H135 Eurocopter. Yeah, it is the free one. It was just recently updated again, and now they've got it set up so that really you only need a throttle axis and then just your standard joystick setup to fly it, essentially. So I'll go ahead and pull that out really quick. Here's the thing, I'm going to say this right now. The flight dynamics are not realistic. It doesn't feel completely realistic at all, and I think a lot of that's all because it's just... I don't know how to put it. You know, it's definitely something they're practicing with. They're trying out something new. They're trying to see if they can get it functional, and it's probably going to be a while before we see a really, truly functional helicopter. It does fly. The issue is, though, I will say this, when you pick up the collective to start lifting off the ground, it is very... How should I put it? It hovers exceptionally well. Definitely not the feeling of a normal helicopter. But they're making improvements, and keep in mind, you know, that they're doing something that's not even supported by Flight Sim 2020 yet. You know, Flight Sim 2020 doesn't plan on supporting helicopters, I believe, until 2022 at this point. But at that point, they'll start to support helicopters, and who knows where they will go from there. I can't even speak right now. I'm speechless. So, but yeah, that's how I started off the stream. I started off here in the Eurocopter H135, just to see what it was like, and it's interesting. It's not, like I said, it's not great, but it's not terrible either. So here we go. Let's go and get it off the ground here. There we go. That's right. MSFS 2060. Let's see that happen. Looks like we got some other people joining us here at LF 79. So grateful to see more people joining in. Whoa, look at that. We have a whole bunch of people on the runway all of a sudden. Where did everybody just come from? I think I just got extremely popular, or that, or everyone's wanting to fly out of LF79 now, so I can't believe I got a group flight going on here. But, you know, right now you probably see me flying in a Beechcraft Bonanza. I think that's what Canesto said I looked like earlier when I was flying. I think that's what my model was showing up as. Yeah, I'm actually thinking there's a whole bunch of people that just joined me here. But it is kind of cool to have a helicopter, though. Yeah, Deer Slayer, I don't know what's going on. They just all of a sudden showed up here. Like, I think I might have gotten really popular all of a sudden on Twitch, and I just don't know it yet. I'll tell you what, Deer Slayer, I'll take up any landing challenge you give me right now. Okay? Any landing challenge. Give it to me. I'll land this thing wherever you want me to. As long as there's enough room for the for the helicopter landing gear, essentially, right? I'll tell you what, I've got to be confusing the heck out of these people who are circling them like this, because they're probably looking at me and they're like, if they're not watching the stream, they probably think at this point that, I honestly think at this point they probably think that, I am like in some sort of weird slew mode with a Beechcraft Bonanza. Yeah. And I'm not in the police livery right now, so you know. I mean, you know, we could always drop in that sound into the chat, you know, but I don't think it's going to matter at this point. You know, I think my favorite one that I've got right now, and I don't know why, it's just this one.
Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you?
Oh, I'm getting a little bit low. Let's pop this thing back up real quick. Pick up the collective some. I can't believe there's this many planes all of a sudden randomly here. That, or you know what it is? There's another Twitch streamer watching me right now, and they decided to follow my lead, right? And they're probably getting a group flight of their own going. That's gotta be what it is, right? I'm pretty sure, because I've only got 10 viewers. There's more than 10 planes on the ground there right now. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and fly this around a little bit. David Scott, one of the cool things is the collective is functional in this, so if I wanted to, for instance, because, you know, we have Kinesto that watches the stream, so, you know, if I wanted to, I can go completely inverted with the aircraft. We can fly it inverted because of the collective. Yeah. It's kind of cool, isn't it? Totally realistic, right? Let's go ahead and get this thing out of that real quick. I'm gonna roll it back over. Get some airspeed going. Here we go, speeding back up. But yeah, like I said, Deer Slayer, I'll take any landing challenge you give me right now, because I'll be able to put this down wherever you want. No, it's not. Like I said, my biggest disappointment is just more with... It feels very... It's definitely... It definitely doesn't have the flight dynamic yet. It's not there yet. But it is a functional helicopter. It does... It hovers, it does whatever you want it to, basically. That's the best part about it. You know, I've flown drones that are more difficult to fly than this. Yeah, it's kind of one of those things. I don't know, it's bizarre. It's a different feeling. It's not something I'm used to. I can't believe there's that many people on top of the cliff right now, though. Like, I'm pretty sure they're waiting for somebody that's really popular to start streaming. They've got to be waiting for someone popular, right? Can't be me. Let's see if I can throw them off with the landing, though, real quick. Here we go. Get down nice and gently here. That's the only thing I don't like. The collective is really stupid sensitive. I mean, you basically have to feather the collective, which it's really hard on my joystick to do it because my throttle switch is so... There's just not that much range of motion with it. So right now here I'm just feathering it down, trying to get it down on the ground. Trying to butter land a helicopter. I shouldn't even try butter landing a helicopter. I don't know what I'm doing right now, to be honest. Here we go. Here we go, and down we come. Nice and slow. There we go. There we go, we're down. Minus 33 feet a minute, 0 knots. It's always kind of cool, right? Seeing a helicopter land, you know, because it's like, whoa, you know, especially at FS 2020, you know, I haven't seen a helicopter since FS 98, so. And I think at the time it was the Bell 206 that we were flying, or the Bell 208. I think that's what FS 98 had. I can't remember exactly. I know there was like 3 airplanes and a helicopter. But that's also where I got my love for the Boeing 747. It's also why I'm a big fan of the 747-400 Classic, so there's always that. But yeah, folks, currently just having a good old time here, just flying around, you know, on the Monday fly along. So, and David Scott, I hope everything's going well in your family right now, and I know you've started to get back into returning to streaming. I'm glad to see that you're doing that again. You know, I've definitely missed a lot of your content, and I do need to get back on your channel to watch some of it. It's been a little bit, and honestly, you know, I'm definitely having withdrawals. Definitely having some David Scott withdrawals, because, guys, he flies to some really incredible places in the world. Shows you some of the most beautiful scenery, kind of like, you know, Deerslayer showed me LF-79, you know. He's shown me some really, absolutely incredible areas. See, and I'm kind of wondering what these guys are doing here. I really am, because I'm starting to think that I don't know what they're doing here, honestly. Alright, here we go. I don't know. But it's funny because they showed up shortly after I started streaming. Well, shortly after I moved over here. Even Deerslayer was like, wait, what's everyone doing here? There's like 20 bush planes that are on the ground right now. I guarantee you they're probably recording me right now, flying this helicopter. That's exactly what they're doing. It's the paparazzi, folks. That's what it is. It's the paparazzi. The paparazzis found me. They're all recording me right now flying a helicopter. That's what it is. It's the paparazzi. These bush planes should probably, you know, watch for my rotor wash, right? Pretty sure I'd be blowing them all over the place right now doing this. Yeah, I'm starting to think that too, Deerslayer. I'm really starting to think this place is no longer secret anymore. I just can't believe there's that many people on the ground right now not flying around. You know, that's the part I don't get. Isn't that a cool helicopter, though? Yeah, I thought it's kind of odd, too. Like, I'm really wondering if they're waiting for somebody to stream or what they're doing. Maybe Fliggity's out here? Is Fliggity online right now? Because that's the one person I could imagine doing something like that. Would be Fliggity. I know Dane Flats is on. Dane Flats is in an Airbus, so that's not him. And Miss Mara plays. Nope, it's not Miss Mara. Miss Mara's doing an Airbus A320 flight. I don't know who it is right now. There we go. Let's get some speed under these wings again. Well, I guess there's really no wings here, is there? There we go. Give it a nice quick roll, right? You know, I think for everybody else, though, if they saw me do a roll like that, and they're seeing me do this in a in a Bonanza right now, I'm pretty sure they'd be a little bit concerned, right? I mean, could you imagine seeing a Bonanza do those tighter rolls? God, that's so much fun. That is a lot of fun. I'm not gonna lie. It's kind of fun to actually be able to just have that kind of control over your flight there, flying along. That's really neat. But yeah, so this is LF-79. I'm trying to think what this is classified as. It's like a Gil Mountain or something like that. Let's see if I can find it. It's a Mont Agil, so it's Montaiuge. There we go. That should be it. LF-79. Whoa, okay. Back up we go. Ooh, that could have been bad. I almost crashed. Because here I'm not paying attention. That's how most of my crashes occur. Keep going again. This is insane. I cannot figure out what everyone is doing here. I'm just gonna stick with it's the paparazzi, folks. I really am. I think that's a safe option for me right now. Is just stick with it's the paparazzi that's chasing me. Yep, that's what I'm gonna do. It's the paparazzi. So crazy that you can get this thing up to the speeds that I'm getting it up to. 140 knots. And then of course if you need to slow right down, it does that too. It'll slow right down and start climbing again, and kind of a cool helicopter. Alright, sounds good. Sounds good, David Scott. You're enjoying the rest of Paparazzi. There you go. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I look like a Beechcraft Bonanza right now, but if you want to, if you're interested in grabbing the free helicopter, I'm going to drop that into the link really quick here. It's only like, I think, 450, 500 megs, something like that. It's not all that big. At least not for flights and stuff. Oh, and we got Brick Rhymes currently in the air, flying. It looks like Brick Rhymes maybe came to join us too. Kinda cool. Here we go. Currently slowing down here again. Alright, sounds good, David Scott. Have to place it down again here. The only thing I don't like is the camera views inside the aircraft. Like, it's not... They don't have that set up completely yet, so I know there's a little bit of work to be done there. I was kind of wondering, Deer Slayer, because I know I've seen them in here before. So, I just can't believe we got this many other people in here. Like, I mean, it's just bizarre that they all spawned in shortly after we showed up. So, Alright, here we go. Let's put this thing back down again. We are down. Okay. There we go. Yeah, the unfortunate thing is there's no way to shut this helicopter off, I've learned, and there's no way to turn it on from a dead, cold start. So, like, there's some issues with it still. Like I said, unfortunately, also, the views are not all that great either. Like, I'm pretty sure I need to put the camera in free look to be able to get this thing to move around some. Okay, so now we're in free look mode. Don't know how to move the camera around, though. I'd probably have to turn on drone cam or something like that. You know, Deer Slayer, it could be because everybody loves me, but I really wish they would join in and fly with us. Wait a second. David Scott's in a B748. You're... Oh my gosh. David Scott, I just want to say this right now. I'm pretty sure this helicopter is not designed to be ingested by one of those engines on that 747. There we go, I'm picking up real quick. What do I look like to you, David Scott? I'm going to be really impressed to see if David Scott can get this 747 off the ground. At least I think he's in a 747. He could be in something else. You are? Oh, okay, so I am in a hovering bonanza. Okay, so tell me how the rolls look, okay? Do they look realistic? Does that look realistic? Does it look like something a Bonanza could do? Pretty sure there's a whole bunch of people in the flight sim community calling hacks right now. Yeah, I could imagine. I'm kind of imagining what I think that would look like right now. Let's see if you can get that thing off the ground here. I bet you probably could. You may not get rotation speed, but you will when you start to fall. Yeah, he's in a 747. You know, I could probably make a joke to that right now, right? Because, like, the paparazzi's already shown up and everything, right? I could probably say that he's my biggest fan, right? I mean, the big, you know, jumbo jet fans on the 747. Definitely a fan, right? Here goes David Scott. He's going to try to see if he can get rotation speed on this thing. This is going to be crazy. I'm really interested to see if this thing will take off. I know it's going to get bumpy. Yep, there goes the bump that took me off in the Grand Caravan when I initially flew here. You know, David Scott, you're supposed to turn off crashes. Especially when you're in areas like this, because I think he just crashed into the side of the mountain. Yeah, turn off crashing and try it again, because I bet you it'll work. In fact, I'm willing to even take up that challenge, trying to get the 747 off here. I'm gonna try it. Let's see what happens here. I'm gonna give it a shot, you know, because why not? You know, we do crazy things here all the time. I landed a Dreamliner at Saba, right? So, didn't think that was possible, and I somehow managed to pull it off. I mean, to be fair, crashes were turned off too, and I'm pretty sure I would have killed multiple people on board, so there's that. You know, the Dreamliner, I'll say this, it's disappointing that Azobo didn't do more work on it to try to make it a better aircraft. I really wish they would have done better on it, because if they had, then at that point I'd probably be more apt to want to fly it, but it needs some serious work. There's a lot of features inside of the Dreamliner that are completely inapt. And, you know, as far as that goes, you know, it just kind of disappointing. Fly787, which he's another streamer here on Twitch, I've been watching him a little bit lately. I started watching him yesterday because of a raid that I got sent over via. And when I was watching Fly 787, he was flying in P3D, and he has a model that I think he spent $80 for. But it's really good. It's really good, especially in comparison to the Azobo version. There's so much more available. It's actually functional in the aircraft. I'm a big fan of it. I love it, but it's just... I just wish it was more functional via the Azobo plane. And I know the Azobo planes aren't all that great, especially the Premium Deluxe, unless you start doing, like, you know, let's say the Beechcraft Baron, which I think is Deluxe for the step up. But the Beechcraft Baron's a decent aircraft because it's mostly just a flight model with the G1000 suite. So I'm going to try the 747 though here. Let's see what happens. Let's go ahead and do clear skies so it doesn't look like crap here. Parking brake set. I'm going to go ahead and do throttles to full. Let's see here. We're going to go ahead and do flaps at 30. Because I'm probably going to need everything I can get for this. Alright, here we go. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and release the brakes. We're on our rollout. Realistically, I should have taxied back some. Here we go. Let's see if I can steer this over to the side of the mountain so we don't hit that bump either. If I can hit 100 knots, I think we have a chance of it happening. Oh, hold on. Here we go. Here we go. Alright. There we go. We're off. We're off. Wait a second. Oh, are you kidding me? There's something wrong with the edge of the mountain. So I need to fly towards the other side of the mountain. Give me 1 second here. We're going to restart that again. We're going to try this again. I don't know what the heck caused that, but I think there's like a glitch with the side of the mountain on the scenery where it won't let you roll off. So I'm going to go to the other side of it where I'm going to have a heck of a bounce trying to get up, but we'll see what happens. Hopefully I can get it up this time. Hopefully. We'll see. It'll be interesting. Alright, we're going to try this one more time here again. Throttles are at full. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and back taxi a little bit. Let's cheat this just a little bit here. Alright, we have full engine reverse. Actually, I don't think I have enough torque to push back up this runway. Well, okay, let's just try it without then. I'm going to reset the parking brake, go full throttle again. Wait till the engine stabilizes, and then we're going to try this one more time here. Flaps 30. Because I'm going to need as much flap as I can get to get out of here. So I'm going to turn here last second over to this direction. Hopefully we can get it off of the ground without crashing again. Oh, that is what I was worried about. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Here we go. We may have flight. Nope, we don't have flight. We definitely do not have flight. Oh, wait, hold on, hold on. We're getting airspeed. Kind of. Going straight into the ground. Okay. I'm going to save it with slew mode. We're going to say I successfully took off, maybe? Kind of? I don't know. That was terrible. I might be able to get it to stop. But taking off is a challenge there, obviously. Okay, let's go flaps all the way up again. I wonder if I can get to stop. Maybe I can get to stop. Okay, let's see here real quick. We're going to go back inside. Let the sim chill out for a minute while we're dealing with the graphics loading around the area. Make sure I don't have photogrammetry randomly turned on again. Data, let's see here. Is it off? It is off. Okay, good. Alright, let's see what we can do here. I don't know. Stopping is going to be a lot harder, I think, than the takeoff, but... And realistically, I should probably go from the other side to get it stopped, since there's a little bit of an angle. I did just recently do the JFK challenge, though, for the 747. Yeah, exactly. So, you know, now you're in a 747 at LF7914. I can't believe I'm here right now, especially with the 747. I'm, David Scott loaded in here because we have the paparazzi that showed up here. And now they're all taking off. Like I said, I'm pretty sure there's something going on here. Pretty sure there's some sort of Twitch streamer that's got an event going, and they decided to show up here with us. There we go, Deer Slayer. That's a real landing challenge, right? Land a 747 at a place that you really can't land at. But it's interesting, they all took off after I took off with the 747. Maybe they were waiting for me getting the 747. That's probably what they were waiting for, guys. Alright, here we go. I'm going to go ahead and start slowing it down. Speed brakes are deployed. Flaps are going out. Gear's coming down. At least I think the gear's coming down. No, it's not yet. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, right now I'm starting to lag a little bit. I think it's just maybe a little bit of heat mixed with the fact that I'm also in the 747 trying to fly this area, and I'm going, 200 plus knots. So, that doesn't help either. Yeah, we're starting to smooth out again now. Plus, there's a whole bunch of people flying around. That's probably also causing some issues. So, we'll just give it a second here. All right, there we go. We got field in sight. All right, here we go. Field's in sight. My speed brakes are fully deployed, putting the landing gear down. Oh boy, this is not going to be good. I'm going to turn off the speed brakes real quick because I need them off to keep control of the aircraft. All right, here we go. Going throttle idle. See if I can glide this thing in and stop it. Watch this thing completely trip up doing this. Throttles are idle. Speed brakes are about to be deployed. Once I cross what I think is the threshold here, because I don't know what a threshold is here. Speed brakes are down. All right, here we go. We're coming in for a landing. It's going to be a hard landing, folks. Whoa, okay, hold on. Oh, that was a bounce. That was a major bounce. All right, we're going to go ahead and do a go-around. We're going to do a go-around. We're doing a go-around. Okay, here we go. Hold on, I'm going to save it. I'm going to save it. I'm going to save it from going into the mountain, I think. I'm at full toga thrust trying to get this thing back up. All right, here we go. Landing gear's coming up. We are climbing again. Can't believe I just did that. That was nuts. I didn't land. I know I didn't land, but it's okay. I'm working on it. Working on it, okay? Just working on landing here. I think I'm at full toga. Oh, wait. My throttles are not at full toga. That's why I'm not climbing. Okay, we're good. Now we're climbing. Yeah, stopping on this is going to be really difficult because I have to hit the runway at the right angle. Because if I hit it just slightly off, I'm going to have a major bounce. But I will say this, so yesterday I did the JFK challenge for the first time with the 747, and I hit, I think, 1.3 something million. Blew Mr. Pilot score out of the water, blew Canesta score out of the water. So yeah, I thought that was kind of cool, right? Like, to be able to beat those two with the 747, like, I mean, I think Mr. Pilot was at 500,000 or something like that, so I hit 1.3 million, and I did that because DigiDriver was streaming, and he decided to do the landing challenge. I joked, and I sent him a message while he was doing it. I said, okay, now I'm going to go in there, and I'm going to beat your score. So I did. I went in there, I beat his landing challenge score there at JFK, and it was difficult, to say the least. I mean, it wasn't too windy, but that approach is a pain. And plus, if you're not very used to flying the 747, like, I did it all from inside the cockpit too. So I really wasn't 100% sure where I was placing myself down at when I was making the landing, especially within the touchdown zone. But my touchdown zone was like perfect. Like, you couldn't almost get any better as far as points go on that. I think the only thing I really could have improved upon, if I remember right, was my center roll. So, just basically getting the plane stopped. And mind you, that was partially my fault because I was just shocked I touched down when I did, and I forgot to throw on the reversers right away. So it took me a little bit longer to get stopped, but I enjoy the landing challenges here in FS 2020 just as much as I enjoy doing anything else as well. Unfortunately, though, Canesto has beat my landing challenge over at Aspen, and I think think I beat him again. Yeah, I did beat him again at Aspen, but then somebody else beat me. I think it might have been Mr. Pilot. I think Mr. Pilot nudged me out again. So, you know, we kind of have these little playful competitions with each other to see who, you know, can beat each other's score. And, you know, that's all well and good, too. You know, I mean, it's not, you're not hurting anybody's feelings by beating their landing challenge score, right? It just gives you something more to strive towards when you go back out there with flights and to do whatever else you want to do, so. But yeah, we're going to go and give this a shot again. I'm going to go landing gear down. Flaps are going to get fully deployed again. We're going to go to flaps 30. I'm going to get this thing slowed down again. Probably see if we can do the approach at about 160 knots max. Actually, realistically, it needs to be about 140 if I remember right. So I really need to slow this thing down. I know I came down way too fast. I'm going to deploy the speed brakes now, see if we can get this thing slowed. It's going to be hard to get this thing to slow down, though. I know I did. And part of it was the way I hit, too, and I'm pretty sure I'm still way too fast for this. I cannot get this thing to slow down right now. I just can't. This is 250 knots almost coming in on landing. I need to just make it a longer approach. It's really what I need to do. Alright, here we go. Coming down. Up, 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 up. That was not... Okay, good. That's what I need to figure out. So it looks like right there is what I need to hit down with an angle to make sure I don't bounce. So I'm going to do one more go around here, folks. We're going to give this a shot one more time here, and we'll probably be ending the stream soon so we can go catch everybody else that loves to stream, you know, to go help support the rest of our community here on Twitch. And I just want to thank everybody again for joining the Quasiguru Twitch channel. I'm grateful that you all, you know, have been able to take out your busy times out of your days to come over here and join me and have some fun flying around, right? Because that's what it's all about. It's about having fun, especially with, you know, this great, wonderful community that we like to call, you know, our friends. There's so many great people in this community, folks, and it doesn't matter, you know, if you are, if you're designing emotes like Chris Cox is, or if you're flying these airplanes, or if you're a bat sim controller, or whatever you're doing, but the people in this community are absolutely fantastic. I love working with everybody in this community. We're all here having fun with each other, and that's really what counts at the end of the day, you know? It's all about having fun, enjoying each other's company, doing things that we maybe would not otherwise be able to do, right? So I'm definitely always excited when, you know, I can get in the cockpit with all of you and just have fun. So for some odd reason, I think... Okay, so that's what happened. My auto throttle got turned on. So that's the reason why I couldn't slow down earlier. So I'm going to go ahead. I got control again now, it looks like. I just disengaged auto throttle, so now I should be able to control the descent down into that airport again, to that plateau runway. Like I said, I think I can get it stopped. Taking off, on the other hand, is probably not possible. I tried it a couple times there. David Scott did too at one point, and there's an issue with the side of the mountain at the one spot where I would need it to work for me to at least be able to fall a little bit to keep flying, but unfortunately it doesn't work that way, and you know, sometimes it does happen. But folks, if you're new in here, if you're just joining in with us, make sure you drop an exclamation mark giveaway into the chat. That'll give you the opportunity to get a tier 1 subscription to the Quasiguru channel for 1 month. So totally appreciate, you know, all of your support, all of your love. And like David Scott said, you know, I'm definitely right, you know, and it's about this airport and plus the community too. Our community is just absolutely incredible. You know, I could never ask for a better community of people to work with, people that stream. It's like, you know, we're one big family, right? You don't get that from anywhere else, it seems like. I mean, you know, I know of a lot of other Twitch communities that say, you know, they've got the best community, but I personally disagree. I might be a little bit biased, you know, in saying that, you know, I think we got the best Twitch community, but honestly, I believe we do. Because everything that I've seen, you know, it's just, this is a wonderful group of people that we work with. And it, like I said, you know, it doesn't matter, you know, which portion of the community you come from within flight sim, if you're a bat sim controller, if you like flying, if you just like, you know, looking at scenery, whatever it is, you know, it seems like we're all here to support each other and help each other learn. So with that being said, folks, I really do appreciate all your time that, you know, you've devoted to, you know, spending time with me on my channel, you know, as well as all the other Twitch streamers out here. That's what makes this so much fun. You know, it's being able to see everyone else having fun, and you know, without that, you know, it'd be a lot harder to do this, right? So, but I'm slowing down here, coming down to this airport again. I'm gonna see if I can get this thing landed this time without too much trouble here. I'm gonna go and pitch up a little bit more, just lose some of that airspeed here that we got going on. I really got this. I gotta get this thing to slow down though, because I'm just too fast right now. And plus, I need to get low enough so that I can hit the edge of the cliff and stop this thing. Because you can't bounce. Bouncing's bad. Ooh, I might be able to pull it off right here. Stop, 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 stop. I got down to 74 knots. I couldn't get it any slower than that. That's crazy. Let's see here. I'm going to try this with slew really quick. I'm going to cheat this landing again here. See if we can try this one more time here to get this right down. I've got to be going really slow to pull this off, though. Like, ideally, if I could touch down at 140 knots, probably what I'm going to need to touch down at to actually make this work. Landing gears coming back out. Yep, landing gears back out. Okay, good. Let's give this another shot here. Let's see what happens. Let's see if we can do it, right? I've done better. I've done, you know, a Dreamliner at Sabo, so if I can't do this, you know, I think there's an issue, right? Although, to be fair, you know, I don't think 747 is supposed to land on grass strips. Pretty sure that's a big no-no, actually. Pretty sure it's, you know, highly discouraged. We got 14AD taken off here from LF79, so nice to see 14AD has been able to join in on the stream today. Alright, here we go. I'm going to go and slow this thing down a little bit more. Down to 158 knots, 156. This is looking a lot better. I might be slow enough this time. 149 knots, 146. I got it. I don't want to hit the edge of this. I got to be right on top of where I need to be at. Right there's where I need to be. Okay. Throttles are going to idle. That's where we're going to have the issue right there. Full reverse. We got full brake on. Come on, stop. And there we go, folks. That's how you land a 747-400 at Mont Aki. LF79. You just placed the 747-400 down here. I will say this, the 747-400 actually has some of the best performance for landings actually out there. You know, those 4 engines with those thrust reversers really do help. Let's go and clean this thing up really quick. We've got the spoilers coming down. We're going to go get the flaps all the way up. You know, the real challenge would be able to get this thing off of the out of here again, right? So maybe we should try that one more time, right? See if we can get this thing out of here. I'm gonna turn off the parking brakes. I'm gonna see if I can taxi out. And I'm gonna go ahead and use the entire runway. So I'm gonna try to back taxi this entire thing here in a second. See if I can get it to back taxi. Because if we can get it back taxi, then I think we might be successful in taking off here. I think I got an engine stuck in the grass. Yeah, I got an engine stuck. Okay, so I'm going to back up real quick. There we go. Yeah, I can't believe I did that. Once again, I'm doing these crazy landings. Don't get me wrong, you know. I had to put it down really hard. You know, 8 Gs is not a soft landing by any means, you know, and I'm pretty sure there would have been potentially some injuries. I probably told everyone to brace for that landing because there's just no good way to put down an aircraft like this on an inclined runway. So we're going to try this again. We're going to see if we can get it off the ground. You never know. Sometimes we get lucky. Sometimes we don't. I know I got the Dreamliner off at Saba, so, you know, I don't see why I couldn't get this off here, but, you know, it's hard to say whether or not it's going to do it or not. So we'll give it a shot, though. We'll see what happens. So we got 14AD in the King Air. That's always a fun aircraft to fly. And 14AD's doing his stunt maneuvers right now, folks. He's actually practicing right now. He's a stunt pilot in real life. So you know, he's practicing in Flight Simulator, you know, to make everything a little bit more realistic. All right, here we go. I'm going to start my taxi here to get back onto the runway. Can't believe I'm doing this. You guys have talked me into some crazy things right now. Whether it's Deer Slayer or you know, David Scott or 14AD, I've always got people talking me into some really crazy takeoffs and landings. So, yeah, I thought you did pretty good on that landing. You know, I saw you roll over and you landed back on your landing gear. That was pretty good. That was a good landing, if you ask me. Alright, folks, I am going to go ahead and back taxi one more time, see if I can get the back taxi here. Hopefully I can. Hoping it'll push up. It may not. This is a steep runway, though. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and apply parking brake. We're going to go engines full throttle. Wait for everything to stabilize, and we're going to give this another shot here. I'm going to go to flaps 20 this time, see if I can get this moving a little bit better. Have to go walk the dog. Great time again, Quasi. Thank you so much, David Scott. We do appreciate you showing up here and coming by. You know, definitely one of my favorite members here in the Twitch community. Excellent content, as always, David Scott. You always do a wonderful job. I'm going to go and drop David Scott here on my overlay. So if you haven't already, guys, go make sure you go follow David Scott. Another wonderful Twitch streamer. Does a whole bunch of cool things with different countries and stuff. Always a lot of fun. And I'm glad to see Chris Cox is still around too. So, you know, if you haven't yet with him either, make sure you also go drop Chris Cox a follow. Absolutely wonderful artist. Does a lot of graphic design. Also created one of my emotes for my channel. I'll go ahead and drop that in here right now. The Quasi G tape. The speed tape, folks. The broken speed tape. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Yep. And I forgot I have those audio hooks. So, you know, we definitely have, you know, some Cars audio playing in the background for that. So, all right, folks, let's go ahead and give this another shot here. We're going to see if we can get her off the ground. We're going to go flaps 25, and I'm going to go ahead and release the parking brake, and let's see if we can get her rolling again. I kept hitting the runway kind of weird at the edge here, so I'm kind of hoping I can at least hit 100 knots. If I can hit 100 knots, I think we'll be able to successfully dive bomb, in a sense, to get airspeed up. But like I said, it's going to be difficult because of this little bump right here. I'm going to go and pull up full right here, see if I can save it. There we go. There we go. Okay, I think we might make it. I'm not 100% sure because we got a heck of a decline here. I think we got it. I think. Hold on. Oh crap, don't play that one yet. Don't play that one yet. That's not the one I want to be. Oh, okay, hold on. Guys, guess what we just did? We just did the impossible. We took the Boeing 747 and we took off from that little plateau runway. Folks, I'll tell you what, all 220 passengers that are on board right now had to climb up this mountain. They had to do mountain climbing to get up that mountain, so it's pretty impressive that they were able to do it. I would have been winded, but, you know, I, of course, being the pilot, I landed it here, so, you know, that's how we got them all on board. But all 220 passengers climbed up that mountain to get on top of the plateau to get in the airplane, so, kind of impressive. You know, we loaded them pretty quick. We threw them up from the ground. You know, we have a couple strong people that were just throwing them up, and, you know, we're catching them, you know, putting them in their seat and get them seated, and, the flight attendants did tell the crew and did tell the rest of the passengers, you know, to brace for takeoff. And that's not normal, you know, being told to brace for takeoff is definitely not something you would normally be told. So keep that in mind, you know, folks. If you ever hear your flight crew say brace for takeoff, there's probably a good reason behind that, right? It's probably because you're in an airplane that's not designed to take off from a certain runway and you just did it anyway. So I don't know how I just pulled that off, but I did. Seems like I'm pulling off some pretty crazy things as of late on the simulator, and it's kind of fun, you know, to do those kind of challenges. You know, Swiss001 on YouTube does them a lot, and it's always kind of fun. 1480, do me a favor really quick, drop an exclamation mark giveaway into the chat, and at the end of the stream I'll be giving away a tier 1 subscription to the Quasiguru Twitch channel, or a Twitch channel of your choice, or if you'd rather give it away to somebody else, then, you know, you're more than welcome to do that as well. So, but we did have a new follower today. We had I think it was MSFS MSFS004 came in to join. They're from Paris, France. So it's always kind of cool to see, what kind of reach you're getting when you're streaming. So, they joined us from Paris, France. They also told me they've been in the U.S. about 30 times over to the Grand Canyon area. So it's always kind of cool, to see other people traveling, especially from other countries to come see, the United States or, to go to other countries. And of course, folks, that's actually one of my countries I really want to go to. Mr. Pilot 222 just hosted the stream. Thank you so much, Mr. Pilot 22. We totally appreciate you guys. If you haven't yet, go check out Mr. Pilot 222. Wonderful streamer here on Twitch. He is my pilot from down under over there in Australia. He flies an Airbus, folks. He could teach you so much stuff about that Airbus that would shock the heck out of you. And, it's absolutely amazing what he's capable of doing with an Airbus, guys. It really is. If you haven't yet, go check him out. He's the reason why I honestly got into streaming in the first place, If it wasn't for him, I don't think I would ever have installed OBS. I would have never clicked the go live button. And, that's why I got into it. It's cool because I see so much growth coming from his own channel right now. He's doing absolutely incredible, folks. We're currently 4 followers away from hitting 100 followers, so I'm always kind of excited to see, what's next, right? What comes next after we've done all this other stuff. Looks like I might be able to stop again, actually. Oh, look at that. That's even better. Stopping distance was a lot shorter. I know that was kind of nuts, though. I mean, it's definitely not realistic. I mean, my last landing looked a lot better, but what was it, 1,000 feet per minute or something? Like, I think the last one was it was like 8 Gs on the last landing. Yeah, I did. I figured it out at least. I got the airplane stuck in the mountain now. Oh, never mind. It's rolling back down. We're good. We're good. I'm not completely stuck, right? But yeah, Chris Cox is also dropping in that magic emote. That's one of his channel emotes, folks. Definitely one of my favorite ones, too. I really like that channel emote from Chris Cox. But yeah, guys, Chris Cox, another wonderful streamer as well, creates a whole bunch of emotes, too. So if you're interested in emote, go take a look at Chris Cox. Take a look at his Discord. Chris, if you want to post that in here, you're more than welcome to. I don't mind you posting your Discord in here. But yeah, go ahead and drop him a message in Discord under his emotes request, and he'll get back to you. He may even go ahead and do one on stream even. So it's always kind of fun. Chris Cox is an amazing supporter of the Twitch community. Guys, he doesn't just support the people in the art community. He supports people that are doing music. He supports flight simmers. He's an all-around amazing human being. Really enjoy the stuff that he does. And, it's kind of cool. Complete Freedom and I were talking about it back when he created my Quasiguru speed tape emote. It's absolutely amazing that you tell him what you're envisioning, right? And even though he might start off in the stream saying, well, I don't exactly know what you're wanting, but we'll try to figure out. And it's funny because, after you give him just a couple things, he turns that vision of what you want to see into something that's a reality. Well, there's definitely some artists around here too. So, and I would say being a graphic designer is definitely art as well. So, but yeah, Chris Cox, it's absolutely wonderful that we got you in here, Mr. Pilot. Thank you so much for the host today. I'm trying to see if my alerts were playing. Okay, so the alert did play. Okay, I just wanted to make sure. I'm replaying it right now because I did not hear it play. But yeah, folks, I've redone all my alert sounds. I've audio hooked all of my emotes. So, you can actually hear some pretty cool stuff. But, folks, I just want to thank you so much for joining in here. And, yeah, definitely follow that Discord link for Chris Cox as well. And like I said, if you're looking at getting an emote created or if you want to just see another incredible graphic designer here on Twitch, head over there. You'll see some pretty cool stuff that he's done in his emote request area under Discord. You can also go ahead and subscribe to him here on Twitch. I'll go ahead and drop in his name here on my overlay. If you haven't, subscribe or follow or do both. Either way, guys, definitely another wonderful streamer to watch here on Twitch. All right, folks, well, I just want to thank you all for joining in today. It was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun again, just like we always do. Thank you guys so much for providing the support and the love that you do provide to get me to where I've gotten to today. It's absolutely incredible to see to see the support. I never thought I'd go affiliate, yet alone I never thought I'd be this close to 100 viewers either. You know, now I'm at 90, well, 100 viewers, 96 followers now, folks. So I'm close to 100 followers right now. So 4 more followers, I'll be at 100. It's so cool to see the growth that you get here on Twitch. And I know I was talking with Chris about this last week a little bit. I said, you know, I was one of those people that always wondered, you know, why do people stream video games, right? And I think there's a lot more to it than just streaming a video game, right? It's about gaining friends that are interested in the same things you are, right? And I've definitely gained friends from all over the world here, you know. Mr. Pilot from Australia, you know, you got 14AD that's over in California. Canesto's over in California, I think. Got Slayer T over in New York. Chris is in New York. Oh, actually, no, Slayer T and Chris Cox are actually, you know, live down the hall from each other, right? I think that's what you said last time. So, but folks, it's just absolutely amazing to see where everybody's coming from. You know, earlier today I had MSFS 004 follow me. They live over in Paris, France. So it's kind of cool to see, you know, all these people that are coming from all over the world. We had OS Fever follow earlier. Fly787 followed me yesterday. Dedresto. It's just absolutely crazy, folks. But I'm going to give some shout outs here really quick. So yesterday, Fly787 followed me. We had OS Fever follow today. MSUP004 followed. And then Mr. Pilot hosted with 1 viewer. So I totally appreciate all of your love and support. Thank you guys so much for joining in at the Quasiguru Twitch channel. I look forward to seeing you again, I believe, on Wednesday. So Wednesday we'll be doing a Lurf Airport, which is, I think, Leonardo da Vinci Fiumicino Airport. That's over in Rome, and we'll be flying up to London Heathrow. That's going to be a VATSIM flight. So it's a VATSIM event we'll be doing from Leonardo da Vinci up to London Heathrow. We'll be starting that, folks, probably at about 2000 Zulu time. So it's about 2 o'clock 2 o'clock Central Time on Wednesday. So it's going to be a little bit of an earlier stream to catch some of the people that are living on different parts of the world so that they're not heading to bed. But we'll be doing that flight. That flight will be about, I think, 4 hours, if I'm right, 4.5 hours. But we'll be doing that on Wednesday, and then Friday I've got another event set up. But I think I'm gonna probably change that event to something else so that we can catch Complete Freedom on his Freedom Friday fly-alongs. All right, folks, thank you guys so much for joining in. Thank you so much. Have a good rest of your day, and just remember something, that no matter what, things do get better, right? If you are struggling with depression, if you're struggling with anything else, keep that in mind, right? Things do get better. Life is not worth giving up on. You always want to make sure that you stick around, because you never know what else is going to change. And 1480 is also reminding me, so tomorrow we're going to have a stream on his channel. I'll be flying as his first officer in the Cessna Citation CJ4. So if you're interested, folks, go take a look at 14AD. Make sure you drop him a follow. Subscribe if you like to, too, as well. He recently got, he recently also got affiliate. So another wonderful Twitch streamer, great human being, wonderful individual. Folks, there's a lot of people that I could probably suggest for you to watch, but 14AD will make you laugh your butt off. So make sure you join in for that tomorrow. 14, just let me know what time you want to do that at. I know we were talking about sometime after, I think it was like 14:30 or 16:30 tomorrow Central Time, but let me know what time, and we'll work on that stream for tomorrow on your channel. But yeah, I'm definitely excited for that. I'll be flying as his first officer, and then, I've got to take all the blame as he takes on my channel when he flies as my FO. So, all right, folks, thank you guys so much for joining in. Have a wonderful rest of your day. We will catch you again tomorrow on 14AD's channel, doing a shared cockpit flight on VATSIM, more than likely. And then Wednesday, you'll be back here on the Quasiguru Twitch channel for a VATSIM flight from Leonardo da Vinci Fiumicino, going up to London Heathrow Airport. All right, folks, thank you guys so much for joining in. I enjoyed all your time, enjoyed flying with all of you. We're going to go ahead and send a raid over to somebody. Let's see who we're going to go ahead and raid right now. All right, let's see who we can raid. Let's see who's online. Who wants to get a raid from the Quasiguru Twitch channel, folks? All right, let's see here. We've got Marita. She does ATC over Detroit. Dane Flats is currently online. Got Continuum. Continuum's a good one. Virgo the Cap. I'll tell you what. Let's give some VATS and people some love. So let's send this over to Merida. She's a Detroit ATC controller on VATSM. We're gonna go and send her some love. Thank you guys so much for joining in today. Have a wonderful rest of your day. We're gonna send that right over there. I'm gonna go ahead and play the outro. Thank you guys so much. Hey, Complete Freedom, thank you so much for joining in. We're sending it right over to Maris right now. We're just ending for the night. But we'll be joining you for your Freedom Fly-Alongs also tomorrow, just to let you know. We're also going to be dealing with... we're also going to be on 14AD's channel, and I'll be his first officer flying on the CJ4. So thank you guys so much for joining in. Have a good rest of your night. Take care. Stay safe. Stay healthy. Love you all.